Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Daniel bin Mazlan. Matric number S54829. Today we will present the work of our group for the subject Marine Cargo Operation that the title is Cargo Handling System Loading Procedure for the RoRo Cargo, and we are from group 35. Okay, for my part, I will explain about the overview of system for RoRo Cargo. First, I will explain about introduction to system RoRo Cargo. Second, equipment that RoRo Cargo have. Third, characteristic. And last, cargo itself. Okay, first, I will explain about the introduction of system for RoRo Cargo. This type of cargo is specifically operating to carrying out wheeled heavy goods. RoRo vessel is quite similar to Lolo cargo, with just different variation hit them both up. RoRo cargo is roll on, roll off cargo that was perfectly shaped to carry wheeled cargo such as truck, car, farming equipment, van, semi-trailer, and military equipment. Other type of transportation that supported by RoRo vessel are trailer, car, semi-trailer, truck, bus, and also railroad truck. Okay, second we go to the characteristic of RoRo cargo. All the features of RoRo are known as roll-on roll-off cargo, just suited for cargo on wheel only. RoRo vessel may have 11 deck and also 7,000 car can be loaded in the ship at one time. Okay, next we go to the equipment. A special equipment has been installed in the vessel to make sure the process moving the vehicle on the rail going smoothly. It is more to speed up the vehicle movement on the vessel since there are a high amount of vehicle with around 500 different kind of transportation. The stern ramp, door, internal ramp or elevator, and foot control door. Also got bow door and bow ramp to allow for drive-through loading or unloading operation. Okay, for the last part is cargo itself. RoRo cargo have three types. That first is poor car carriers (PCC) or poor car truck carriers (PCTC). Number two, RoPax, roll on, roll off a passenger. And number three, container vessel plus RoRo or Conro ship.
So my part is about preparation of cargo space, which the elevator operator should become familiar to check the heat clearance of the operator door. For the preparation cargo space, it need more than 50 centimeter of space, which that should be left around the key car. This is for make sure the car is safe when in around the cargo at the RoRo. In the RoRo. Okay, the crew cannot lower the vehicle on the deck in route manner such as swinging. This is for make sure any vehicle don't have any trouble. For make sure in their ship the cargo is safe and it will not give the bad effect to the cargo in the RoRo space. Okay, that's all.
Loading operation stage. In the first stage, the vehicle that will board the RoRo ship that are in the port will be arranged in a long line toward to the terminal port. When the RoRo ship open and descend the stern ramp of the door leading to the port serve the roadway for the vehicle to enter the belly of the RoRo ship. With worker will drive the car inside in the out of the ship with their own wheel at the car terminal will be driven according to the instruction and get into the belly of the RoRo ship with parking already provided. For the non-safe launch cargo, cargo is placed in the place to the handle equipment with wheel and advanced equipment to the facilitate loading. Then cargo is the fits in the handling equipment for the overseas voyage. A RoRo ship loads cargo through a wide stern ramp. Lastly, then when all vehicle and the cargo are on the boat, the RoRo at the place provider, the vehicle and cargo will undergo lashing operation. Using the ratchet type chain and tobacco method for an aft stowing, inward stowing, rain stowing, and so on to prevent any instability of the RoRo ship.
Documentation is very important because documentation is all material that will be used to explain, describe, or instruct about some properties of an object, system, and procedure. For example, in activity of shipping goods, documentation will explain the information about the goods, content of goods, weight of goods, and so on. After that, for RoRo cargo, various type of document that will require when to ship the RoRo cargo, which is packing list, certificate of origins, bill of lading, cargo manifest, and so on. Firstly, the type of documentation that will require when to ship the RoRo cargo is packing list. Packing list is more to commercial invoice, which is proof or purchase transaction between seller and buyer. Packing list also explain and list in more detail about the goods, such as type of vehicle, volume of vehicle, weight of vehicle, and so on. Secondly, certificate of origin. Certificate of origin is very important document because certificate of origin it require document for import and export activities. If there is no certificate of origin, the goods cannot be shipped. After that, certificate of origin, also known as birth certificate for an items. Thirdly, bill of lading. Bill of lading is arguably the proof of ownership of the goods. Bill of lading also is a document issued by carrier to the shipper when the goods have been received on board. The function of bill of lading is a receipt for the goods shipped, an evidence of contract of carriage, and lastly, a document of title. Lastly, cargo manifest. Cargo manifest is a document that lists the cargoes or passenger carried on the ship. Cargo manifest also describe about the cargo details, ship particulars, master name, and so on without freight and charge.
Is about cargo care. RoRo cargo ship need to be care, preferably, and strict procedures should be applied on the behalf in cargo handling. Surely all the vehicle is valuable, so it essential to take a good care of them while voyaging before it reach the destination. Firstly, the deck officer need to check the vehicle store to fulfill the cargo screwing. Also, the crew deck must check the vehicle should be put in gear. Ferry screen should be fitted well to the vehicle on the board following the ISO standard.
Hi, my name is Adib. My metric number is S55463 and I will continue this presentation. For my part is any relevant information for RoRo cargo and conclusion. For any relevant information is the first one, RoRo cargo landed faster than Lolo. Second one, RoRo cargo is safer than Lolo. Third one, RoRo cargo is faster to deliver goods. And the last one, RoRo cargo gets a lot of attention. Okay, to conclude this presentation, this study identifies the best ship and fleet size for various market penetration levels. The use of ro-ro ship is very useful to further improve the country's economy in the tourism sector. Each sea transport must be classified in the manner of purpose use of the vessel by each importer and exporter. That's all from us. Thank you.